Ooh, I like that one. Yeah. You are listening to the Lost Minds. You say it, that sounds better. You are listening to the Lost Minds podcast.
Let's get this session started with a deep breathing exercise. And by deep breathing exercise, I mean, see on the inside.
Hello. What are you doing? Just making a podcast. Bet your ass cool. What do you mean you don't know?
First off,
Welcome to the Lost Minds podcast.
thank you.
You filthy animals.
Second off, Admer, what is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? To procreate.
Correct.
What? That's it. That's all it is.
That's true.
No, that was going to be a good question, though, I thought.
What?
Just
The meaning of life?
to you, or just to each one of us in general.
I think it's an individual thing for individual people.
I agree.
So your meaning of life could be mowing grass. Mine could be being freaking a stud every day. You know? Brian's could be being a NASA astronaut. Who knows?
Who knows?
Did you say ass hat astronaut?
NASA astronaut.
Oh,
Ass hat. That's what I heard. I heard ass hat.
I was
That's
like,
what I probably meant to say,
Well.
but I corrected myself mid-sentence. Like
NASA,
It's
you
correct either way.
correct.
It's supposedly, apparently they're liars. There's some people that were coming on the YouTube ones of the Antarctic Treaty or whatever, and it was like, the profile was like NASA liars or whatever, and
Of course.
Wait, what were they commenting on there?
on the Antarctic Ice Treaty.
What did they say? NASA liars?
To look into it a little bit more, yeah, because they believe in the Antarctic Ice Treaty. I guess they believe that there is like,
There is a treaty.
or no, that like a sheet of ice and a wall and all this stuff.
They were
and-
telling us to look more into it.
Yeah, and he posted documents on there, and he was like, "Check out this map and all this stuff." And so I was like,
I'm telling
Well,
you.
here's the thing about that. It's
like,
like
look
Game of
into it.
Thrones. There's a big giant ice wall
With ice giants
with
on
ice
top.
giants on top, and they won't let you in unless you know the secret password.
And the only way to get to
Nay.
Asgard is through the Rainbow Bridge.
The Rainbow Bridge.
"Isn't that right?" Because they think
You have to have a Mario Kart of some sort. And it's almost impossible.
That'd be sweet and Mario.
true.
Because like you fall off the flat Earth, or is it coin? Right?
It's like a coin, but
With
it's got
the
a
ice
large
shield?
wall around it.
and you fall off it.
You can't fall off
Okay.
it.
Well, say you
Well,
fall
it
off
depends on who you ask. Some people say it ends with like a large ice sheet going for thousands of miles.
Well, I'm gonna say, because I believe in Mario Kart, that if you fall off, a little guy will be like, "Ew," and then like
Pull
pull
the
you
ghost
up.
on a cloud.
And then if you hit it just in the right spot, you'll hit the rainbow, and then you're off into infinity.
Yep.
Rainbow highway.
You never age.
Think of a trip of a place that would be. That wouldn't. It would be hard to do. But if they just made all this plexiglass road, for a go-kart place, and then you just would, it's blackout night or whatever. Turn the lights off. Rainbow.
Oh, and the
road.
whole road is like a rainbow road?
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
Because go-karting's cool. Take it up to another notch like that. It's like Top Golf, They took regular golfing to, like, another level, really. Because all of a sudden everyone's, what the heck? This is not like golfing. I got games. I got shooting. I got fucking everything, really. Beer, this.
It'd be cool if they did like a go-kart paintball merge. Where you...
I think they'd have to start with laser tag, where they'd have sensors and you have to go over something, and
it
will
kills your-
display like, all right, you have X amount of bullets, you have 4 bullets left, or rockets. Let's call them rockets. And you're behind someone, you shoot one, and it like hits their right side, so their right rear wheel will get deactivated or something for like the next 10 seconds. So it gives you like a few seconds to go around them or something.
That would be way cool, actually.
It'd be a lot of technical difficulties, but if you could do it.
It would suck. I
wonder.
think
I
the
bet you
worst part
could.
about that is, let's say I disable all Brick's wheels at the same time using a mirror reflection. His go-kart dies, and then you crash
Spins
into
out.
him.
He spins out.
Well, let's say you crash into him and just
then you
ruin
crash into
ruin
him.
both bikes.
Well,
That's a big
And
cost.
unless you did it similar to maybe some kind of racing setup, maybe like NASCAR or whatever, where you get all these sponsors and everything, and each racer kind of brings their own thing, and then you bring your own, go-kart, and you got your all stuff and everything, and then
They fight to the death.
Yeah,
through, like a
maybe
NASCAR?
the people that run the place will put the shield on over the wheel that has the thing that grabs the tire, you know, or like makes it grab the front tire so that it spins out like it's like on a banana.
Well-
and so when you hit it with a laser, like laser tag, it will just react to whatever thing that.
Like if you had all the go-karts Tesla, you know, so they're completely electric, so you can control every single like tire, every single brake caliper, everything.
Ooh.
Like you could easily make it happen. So if you do slip on a banana peel, all the wheels turn to the right, you know, so it just starts spinning.
Just gives you like a broken neck.
Yep.
Everyone will be probably doing it now, just watching like their Animabots doing it down there or whatever. So I bet that'll be the way that it gets done. Instead of like having them actually do it, it'll be like a real life Grand Theft Auto, but you send in your robot, and so you just watch the field and stuff. Instead of it being like BattleBots, you know, where you're bumping into each other, it's like fucking
Like a
actual
BattleBots
Grand Theft
NASCAR
Auto
race.
NASCAR race. With
That would be pretty
paintballing
cool.
and shooting.
Last guy to the end of what 30 rounds or something.
Because I'd seen the tank one, like people get little RC tanks and they shoot at each other, or they do the drone ones and stuff. And dude, with technology, I bet it's only a matter of time, honestly, before we start doing like even crazier shit, having robots do crazier shit.
Well, they had that shitty. Did you watch the Megabots? Where America, or a team representing America and a team representing Japan, built two giant robots that were manned by people inside of them.
Oh, the
and they
mechs.
fought each other. Yeah,
No,
dude,
Was it shitty?
it was.
I
shit.
didn't watch it.
It was shit.
I
Use,
saw
like,
the
hydraulics.
the 2 years ago how they were like announcing it.
Yeah, and
but
they
I
had
never
it, they
watched
had
it.
the fight, and Japan said they're like, well, we want to fight the original robot, the one you challenged us with, because I guess America went out of their way and they built or the America team. I don't want to say America, clumped them in. The America team went out and built a second robot that was supposed to fight
to the death.
the Japanese robot. But the Japanese robot asked, like, because America told them, pick a place, a spot, and how you want to fight. So Japan picked the place, and they said only hand-to-hand combat. But the first robot the American team built had, like, paintball guns and shit on it, right? To, like, shoot at the Japanese one. And the Japanese one was like, that's not really fair. We want to do hand-to-hand combat. So the first battle starts. Japanese robot lifts up his arm, turns to the side, and just fucking floors it as fast as he can. Punches the American robot right in the face. The American robot, all of its like 10 tons just goes on its ass and just out of commission. One hit.
Wow.
And I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then it went like the Kardashian style, the second fight. It was like all played out. You could tell it's super fake. And I'm just like, fucking so annoying. Why didn't the Japanese robot just go back into its thing, pull out a freaking katana or whatever, and just drive straight at the American robot again? Because it would have won. But
it's like crushes all the Americans in there. It's like,
it like, I like the Japanese robot. It was built with more like
Functionality.
it
like a
looked
Toyota?
better. It looked better. It looked like a Ferrari.
Was a lot smoother.
It was a lot nicer look. It actually looked like a mech. The American one just looked like some dudes were stuck in a junkyard for a year
Wow.
building a
What
robot.
about their second one?
Same thing. It was just a bulkier version of a junkyard robot. It's like the movie. It's like the show Junkyard Wars, where
Oh,
they
I
have to
remember that
build like
shit,
something, build something that can cut an onion
and drive
and drive.
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, it just looks super shitty, and it didn't look good. In my opinion, it looked like crap. The Japanese robot actually looked like something out of a.
Well, of all the countries, I think Japan would have the best.
I think so too.
Honestly.
Yeah, go they put their.
They make
You
the
got-
little
you
Honda
got
robot and
Gundams,
stuff.
you know?
Yeah, it's true. Huh?
They
came
got
out
that
with
life size
shit.
Gundam. Did you see that?
Yeah, he just like flies around Japan 24/7,
Protecting it.
looking for someone to fuck
It's like
with
the
him.
death site. It's like just goes back in the water. Waiting. What is that show? It's probably like that show where they have the Guardians and shit when they come up out of the water.
Oh, I know what you're
Pacific
talking about.
Rim.
Pacific Rim, yeah. Because there's a new Pacific Rim or something coming
There's
out.
a new one coming out. It's called Pacific Rim 2.
That's where they should. That's the real truth of the Mariana Trench, if you think about it.
It's where they hide all their robots.
Isn't that how it is in that in the movie? Is in the Mariana Trench the portal or where they're coming out of?
I'm not sure.
I
I've
think
never
the demons,
watched it.
monsters are coming out of there. Yeah,
Because apparently, I mean,
out of the flat side of the earth.
yeah, if the Earth
the
is
bottom.
flat, do they believe in the Mariana Trench then too? With it being like, what?
Well, there
Isn't
could
there
be
more
cracks
mass
in the flat
inside of
Earth.
there
Just cracks
than
and
there is
stuff.
mass on the Earth?
I'm not sure.
Or there's more mass missing out of the trench of there than there actually is land mass above water. Is that right? Is there? I think that there's a chunk that's missing out of the Mariana Trench. That total amount of mass is close to the total amount of mass that is like above land or above water that is land.
Where do you think we got all our dirt to build these continents?
Egypt.
Well, I thought apparently didn't it make the moon?
The Marianas Trench?
Yeah, the pieces like a planet the size of similar to the moon had ripped through the early Earth planet, causing that trench, and then all that debris and leftover piece.
No. You got it wrong. You see, there was a Gundam with a big ass sword, and he just accidentally dropped it, causing the trench.
It was really, honestly, a Dragon Ball Z fight, and there was a freaking spirit bomb. It was like,
Actually, in all honesty,
he's like stopping it.
I don't know.
Pushing it back, digging it like a plow. You know, his back heel was like a plow through all kinds of diamond. It's like,
he's just like, I found diamonds.
Left their fucking phone on.
But no, what the Marianas Trench is a lot of people don't understand this, but the Earth's name is actually Mariana. And the Marianas Trenches are butt crack, and a lot of us just haven't put the two together.
Still live in Earth theory. It all makes sense now.
The Earth is alive, and that's where people came from. We came out of the mother's butt. Pooped
You're
us
welcome.
Like,
That's before she got all sweaty and covered in ocean water.
but then what's Yellowstone?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Shit.
Why do you think it's yellow there?
That's the real truth. That's why they don't want you to see the flat end of the flat Earth, right? We're really sitting on the back of a turtle. It's like, look over there. What, is that a fuck? It's a fucking big ass. We're on a big ass fucking turtle. Just like, walking through. I don't even. Maybe it's like a rainbow thing. It looks like Candyland.
No,
Wouldn't that blow your fucking mind? Reality, you just end up sneaking to the ice wall, and you're just like, there you see everyone racing up to you. You only got maybe like 5 minutes, and you barely get an eye hole through the ice wall, and you just see over
just
there.
as a soldier blows your brains out.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You just see through the hole, and you just see the top of the turtle just kind of walking all normal, and it looks like a cartoon turtle. It doesn't even look like a real life fucking turtle, and you just realize that everything is walking across this Candyland.
It's like a Disneyland, old school Disney cartoon.
Oh, man.
It's still constrained to life. You're like, oh my god, there's like little gumdrops, and the little turtle's just eating them as it goes by. They're in little gumdrops.
And at that moment is when
Like,
you get
that's
a bullet
why.
to the back of
Yeah. He's like, oh, I can't believe you've seen that madness out there.
I watched
Be safe in here on the flat
The
Earth.
Hateful Eight yesterday. You ever watch that movie?
With Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, when the guy comes out of the basement and he's like smiling and he shoots him in the back of the head. That's what I was imagining. He's like, just brains everywhere.
That movie was pretty dang tricky. I like Quentin Tarantino.
That was a good movie. It was really good. I think it takes a lot of skill to make a movie about being in a room for a good 75% of the movie,
That is
and
really
having
hard.
it be good.
It's like the best Clue movie you'll ever get.
Yeah, honestly, it is. The whole time I was like, who the fuck could it be?
There's a guy that got shot in the dick. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, someone gets shot in the dick? Spoiler.
If you haven't seen it by now, you're goddamn slow.
But that is kind of funny how that goes on. I mean, even what is the time limit before you can be like, oh god, spoiler? Because I'm doing that to people like with Game of Thrones. Oh, I haven't seen it. Well, I did before I watched other shit, and it's like
by your
8
own
years
fault.
ago and
That's
shit.
I think
It's
a
like,
week.
No,
I think
that's
a
why
week
people
after.
fucking go to the movies, so they don't get spoiled.
So a week
That's why
after?
they watch the show when it comes out every Sunday,
I think a week after.
Or should
If you haven't watched it, it's your own fucking fault.
Yeah.
So even if you do get spoiled, you should be like, oh.
Well, I wasn't planning on watching it anyway, so fuck it, because it's been a fucking week since it came out. Or movies like a year. They've been out for a year. And someone's like, dude, don't spoil it for me. I'm planning on watching it.
If it hits Redbox, you're done.
On those call outs of spoiler. Because what if you're like, oh, I mean, really honestly, even like say it's a day after and they're like, oh man, did you see that new flick? I can't believe they went with that twist. Oh, dude, spoiler me, man. Like honestly, shouldn't you like been, if you really cared that much to know what would happen, you would have
watched
Or
it.
just
Wait
don't
and
be an
fucking
asshole
watched
and
it.
run up to someone, hey, fucking, she sees dead people.
Well, I always watch them on, I guess, because I'll watch like MMA Digest stuff or MMA news and things, and like last night they'll do results, and they'll say results, so you know if you're clicking on, I'm going to watch UFC 217 results, and they'll be like, oh, spoiler, and they'll be like, oh, spoiler, and people are like, oh, damn, spoiler, and I'm like, you fucking watch, you literally clicked on it, said results, you knew it was going to happen. It's like, oh man, it's like, and so then he puts it in his videos, and I'm like guessing, people are hitting him up like, thanks for spoiler me, man. And honestly,
there's
like,
3 new champions.
That was crazy, to be honest.
3 new champions.
Yeah,
I totally understand.
I'll look over at Admir. 3 new champions,
3
Admir.
new champions, Admir.
Do you concur? Admir's like,
Yep.
Rose Namajunas, TJ Dillashaw, and GSP.
All I know is that's good.
Yeah.
it was random, dude. All those 3, I thought Dillashaw was going to win, but out of the other ones, I didn't think that was how it was going to go.
Me too.
For a tournament champ.
Bisping looked a little flabby, didn't he?
Yeah, as far as like the fights go, it was kind of interesting with like watching. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be 2 old guys come in. So one guy comes in kind of flabby, and then GSP's coming in all.
They were just
one guy comes in all flabby
slapping.
and old, and the other dude's just freaking tight as a
kind of. And then I thought he was gonna
jacket.
retire and stuff, and then like, I'll push it off. No. Till the next day, and then they're like, "Oh, so you ready to fight another guy at middleweight?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm not a true middleweight. Let me just go down to welterweight." Because all the other guys over there will fucking kill him. And they're just like,
yeah, Whitaker would destroy GSP.
I would calling it now. GSP's gonna fight Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
It's like, probably.
I think so.
I bet. Like
Catch weight.
He's gonna want some money. I bet.
Well, if you're fucking on the call-in game, who's gonna win?
On which game?
The one you just called.
GSP, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
GSP would probably beat Conor McGregor.
You think so?
Which
After
round?
last night, yeah.
What round?
If he doesn't get knocked out, GSP will probably beat him in like second round.
Okay, I'm making the bets.
All right.
Before they even post it, I'm going to be like, GSP versus Conor McGregor, 7th round knockout, motherfucking, unless he doesn't knock him out in the first round.
One of the smartest guys on earth, Admir Hussain. He just guessed it. He knew it from the beginning.
He guessed it 2 years out, and now he's a multimillionaire. What do you have to say for yourself? I thought of this all by myself. It was
like,
all
eat it,
my idea.
bitches.
I told my friend Brick. I told him right from the get-go.
It's a damn shame his computer broke with all the stuff we talked about.
If he would have just been there watching UFC 217, he would know.
He was there with me.
He would have known about the flabbiness.
Well, sir, are you going to share any of the money with your friends? Absolutely not. No, I'm buying an island, and I'm going to live there with a Ferrari.
I'm invite him, but I'm not going to tell him exactly where.
They have to find their own way. I'll give them a helicopter. No pilot.
With barely any gas.
Barely. Enough to get them halfway to the island.
Whatever, if you're winning money on those, the people win money on those are hella win money. Like that guy that bet on Misha Tate versus Ronda Rousey or Holly Holm, he won $6 million.
Really?
He's just like, holy shit, guess the round, guess what it's going to be if you do it right. I mean, I think he bet like $100,000 or something like that.
Jeez, I wish I could even think about the fucking amount. It's like, I wonder how much I want to bet on this fight. $20.
Hey, you got to play
20.
big to win big, eh?
Yeah. Trust me, I've tried that. It's freaking the casinos. It doesn't work. I'm like, 100 on black. Boom, hits red. God damn it.
It's like it's like yellow. What the fuck? There's not even color here.
It's green.
Sorry, buckwheat.
It's green, dude.
No, they're just giving you new colors. You're like, what? Dude, that's not even on here. It's like
He's over there spray painting.
Wrong casino. But there's like a whole conspiracy with all those fights, though, going back to with Conor McGregor trying to fight GSP. They did a UFC, I guess, released a Twitter post or Instagram post showing like Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. That was going to be the next fight, whatever the trilogy. It said Nate Diaz 3,
I hope
whatever.
not.
And then they quickly deleted the post.
Dude, how shitty would it be?
And so people had screenshotted it and stuff.
How shitty would it be if eventually in the future we found out that the MMA fights were actually kind of like the wrestling matches where they're all made
I
up?
feel like some of them are, but
all of
know.
them. I mean, all of them are. Imagine if they
I don't
were.
believe that.
It's like, all right, you guys are going to go out there, you're going to freaking fight hard, and then you're just going to get knocked the fuck out by a flying knee or whatever. It's like, all right, man, can you make it look good? Oh, I can make it look
I'm
good.
going to crack my skull open.
Dude, my skull is going to bleed everywhere. All right, let's do it.
I'll take a little ground and pound until you split me open, then we'll roll over it. It's like, once I'm gushing blood, I'll let you kick me in the face. It's like,
Boom.
you never know, because if you watch like the backyard wrestling or what do they call that? Is it
Backyard wrestling?
There was one on Vice. There's like a whole fucking promotion that goes through this thing, and they set up all these backyard wrestling, and they do shit like that. They'll throw down like tacks and shit on the ground, and like throw each other on them, and like bust
Smart
glass
people
and
do this stuff.
This is the cream of the crop.
If these people were free,
Yeah, these
people
are
you want to go to Mars, these guys you'd pick.
My name is Maskley Jensen. This is my footage for WWE. Choose me.
Here we go.
You guys got the tax ready? Yeah.
Dude, you could fool so many people, I bet. All you have to be like, who wants to go on this reality TV show pretending that you're going into space? And that, the finale episode, you'll be on Mars. And people, I want to be on reality TV, man. People show up and be like, my kid's going to be on reality TV, too. Fuck, don't worry, got him tan for the show and everything. Fucking, like, infant. That Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He's drooling and his eyeballs are, like, orange, too. Might use a little bit too much dye around his eyelids.
No, I'm not surprised by any people nowadays. It seems the shit that it's so crazy. Yeah, you could probably do the dumbest thing, and someone will probably sign up for that shit. You know, people will buy fucking people catching hurricane air and catching it in jars and like holding it up and taking pictures of it and then sending it to like people are buying it off eBay and they're sending it to people the jar of the hurricane air. And
boom. I just got a fucking idea.
I hope everybody who opens their jar at home, it just destroys their home.
It's like there's cannon farts.
Okay, cover your mics because this is going to be a money idea. You guys ready for this?
Yeah. Okay, I'll cover it.
Okay, cover your mics. Okay, so we're going to get ice cubes and we're going to put them in jars and we're going to say it's ice from Mars.
Oh, space ice.
Space ice. And then we'll
call it spice.
And then we'll put a little disclaimer on it, be like, when it arrives, it might be melted. You just got to refreeze it.
If you go to our Amazon link, you could buy some space ice directly from Mars.
Space ice holders and
Dude, we
rewarmers.
should try it, seriously. Get jars, fill them up with a quarter bit of water, throw some salt in there and some dirt to give it that Marsy look. Red dirt, though. We got to get red dirt.
Like sand?
No, red dirt. Like, what's the shit called? The red dirt in...
I think it's called the red dirt.
Probably red dirt, yeah. Like from Browns Park or whatever.
Yeah, from Browns
like
Park.
That sand, red dirt.
It looks like Mars dirt, dude. Throw it in, just a little bit, like, sprinkle it in there.
Just so it's on the edge, maybe, or something.
Yeah. And then people are like, I got Mars water, bitch. Drink it. It's a little salty. Got some dirt in it.
All of a sudden they're like...
All 1,000 taste buds.
Yeah. You just gotta... I can do
You
it.
gotta aerate it.
I wish I could even taste like that. Even taste half as good as that. That's how I taste Mars water.
Next thing you know, it's like, sir, how'd you become a millionaire? Well, you sold canned water.
Got a little dirt, got a little water. You don't even call it dirt, you call it minerals. Be like, these are Mars minerals. What do you mean? They itemize your body? I mean, this is for... Talk about aligning chakra. I'm like, we're going to have you all aligned right here.
Talk about... Because it's like a ruler for your body. It's just get you straight.
Why would you want to carry around stones in your pockets when you can just ingest them and you'll carry around them with you
For the rest of your life.
in the rest of your life?
Space dust.
Spiritually. I was looking at those the other day. We were looking at like little rocks and shit, and I was like, because they're like, make sure I get all the positive ones. This one's this, this is for good energy. This one's for whatever. This is for this, and the lady's like going through them. And I'm like, is there like bad ones? She's like, what? I'm like, where's the bad? Like, what if I just wanted like bad energy? I'm like, I want to fight the bad energy or something, And I'm like, are there bad ones? She's like staring at me. No. I'm like, they're just like the regular rocks, right? Those are bad energy ones or what?
You just got a rock from your driveway.
It was so funny. I was like, I felt, because I'd never thought of it that way, but I was just like, are there like, you guys magically find all the best ones and shit, and like, no, and like, I've never seen like people be like, put that rock down, you dirty, or like someone like rip a rock off someone's neck. Do you know what you had around there?
That's Korean amethyst.
Yeah.
You never wear Korean amethyst.
That was brought to you in part by zombies. It's like
That brings people back to life if you put it around a corpse that's been in the ground for at least 32 days.
It's like, there's like some weird one. Someone comes rip it off. That's a freaking witch's tooth. Oh, shit.
I would love to have a witch's tooth as an amulet or something. I was going to say like...
It's like this poor lady's missing her teeth. Admiral's walking around. I got this bitch's tooth.
a witch's tooth.
Have you seen those people wear mule's teeth, or an
fucking
elk's
gross,
tooth or
dude.
whatever and stuff?
No.
Some of them have like a cavity through it. You're just like wearing a person's tooth. It's got like a cavity and it's like a all fucked up one. What
fucking
kind of
hell's
animal is that?
hot
It's a
shit.
witch.
I was walking around the street the other day. Came out of nowhere, hit her in the head with a fire extinguisher. Left me behind a present, witch's tooth.
How do you know that she was a witch?
It was
'Cause
like a
she's in the
group of
water.
20 of them. It was on October 31st, I think it was. I fucking hit her with my car, dude. She wasn't even flying.
She was walking around like
I
an
just
idiot.
get out of my car with my pliers. I take a couple of teeth, and I'm gone.
It's like, you get him just right. He's like, usually if you get him just right, I'll just peg him off my grill. But this time I knew I didn't get it right in the head. So I had to get out and do a little extra footwork. But when it matters that much, it's like, ready. Well, did you see that terrorist or whatever that like drove through that parkway or whatever and ran over those people in New York or whatever? And now there's a report I had seen on Twitter. Yeah, they're trying to ban large vehicles
That's
in
a fucking
New York.
lazy terrorist.
Are you
dude.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they're trying to there's a petition to seriously ban large vehicles in New York for certain areas of New York because New York. I
think-
mean, in the last 10 years, it became a bike lane. The entire thing's a bike lane.
Dude, in the next 200 years, we're going to become like Amish people. Everything's going to get banned. No one's allowed to carry nothing heavier than a hammer.
How heavy is your horse?
Oh, he's tied to the main line. It's like a line running down the middle of the road with your horse tied to it. You can't get off that line. It's just you're stuck.
He can't even
Dude,
turn
that'd be
around. He has
shitty.
to walk backwards.
You got to walk your horse
walking
backwards.
It's just a bunch of cables that go down the roads we have, and they just kind of walk along. There's like a carabiner and a rope that kind of just walk around.
Yep.
And you just
So
have
your
to
horse
walk on
can't
the
be
thing.
used to do malicious things.
The one horse doesn't want to do anything. It like sits down in the walkway. Come on, man, get that shit out of here, dude.
Bobby, we're going to have to get the 2-pound hammer.
I tried. She ain't moving. Dude, that'd be horrible.
I tried. She ain't.
This system really sucks.
Whose bright idea was it to ban vehicles?
Hey, nobody's dying.
Dude, pretty soon
Until
they'll
the
probably
horses.
will ban vehicles, and we'll have all electric bikes. Because I've seen actually quite a bunch of those with a bunch of people now down in Salt Lake getting them. And besides vape stores, I feel like I'm seeing a lot more electric bike stores. Or like
Electric
signs
bike?
for electric bikes.
Because it's hard to pedal?
Hey, for only like $1,000, $1,500, we can get you cruising down State Street real nice. I'm talking about
on an
real
electric.
nice.
You mean to tell me I could wear my suit and I ain't going to get sweaty?
Hell no.
Whoa.
What about in the wintertime when it's snowing?
There's people that have upgraded to pods. Have you seen that guy that drives in that orange pod? Oh, maybe it's because I drive around a lot downtown now.
You remember those?
I'm gonna start snapping you these pods. There's guys that will get in their little electric bikes and they're like pods, but they're like the kind that
Is it like an umbrella?
It looks like a raindrop, right?
yeah, raindrop, drop top. I fucking hate that song.
Drip, drop, drop.
Drip, drop, drip, drip, drip. It looks kind of like those people that would maybe be a disabled one.
Wait, is that really a fucking
and
song?
they go like, yeah,
Hip
it's
hop.
fucking garbage, dude.
I love that song.
Oh my god,
Dude,
kidding. What
I'm
song
telling
is
you,
it?
there's this. I forgot. It was maybe it's Future or Mingos or someone, but he the song that's how it starts like raindrop,
yeah. Okay.
drop top,
Hip
crisp
hop.
hop, yeah,
Hip hop. Hippopotamus.
I mean tip top, shape hop.
Well, anyways, about the pods.
But they look like those paraplegic ones where you can pedal with your
Yeah.
hands and you're sitting in them. Well, they put like it's almost like a pod, so it looks like a speed racer. And there's guys that I've seen like a orange brand one that is more like goes straight up, kind of like a seashell, or maybe some kind of wind driver. So it kind of cuts through like that,
All right,
so people can see the top of it.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
talking.
and then you just cruise down there. The tires are like thin, like bike tires. There's four of
two?
them.
Oh, okay.
There's four, yeah. So I guess they're not like. Does that count as a real bike then?
I was gonna say.
Or is that like a fucking coaster?
I think it's a bike.
Go kart. If electric,
If it's electric, it's a go kart.
those little fuckers.
Remember that
go-karts,
neighbor-
now I'm thinking about it.
That lived across the street from me that had all those 4-wheel bikes.
Neighbor.
Like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, he had like that big truck, and it was like he rented out like those weird. Yeah,
They're like 4-wheel bikes. You just sit in them and you ride them around. They're like cars, but
they used to have
it's like a
at the beach
skeleton
and
car.
shit. Yeah,
those are gonna be the wave of the future, dude.
dude, I've
Drive
seen,
those around. Man-powered vehicles.
But what about for long distance?
You better have a good set of legs on you, boy.
I feel like once teleportation comes, I know it will happen, dude.
No way. I think jetpacks will happen and a few thousand people will have to die first.
Here's a
So
theory.
tight. That'd be so tight if we're just like crazy freaks that just strap jetpacks to us.
Here
It's a
comes
fucking
Nana.
plane.
Yeah, right. Dude, those would be so banned.
Oh, dude.
Okay, if you sat into a teleporter
fuck.
and it teleported you from one place to another by taking all your atoms apart
Disintegrating.
and just taking them apart, like basically ripping you apart, and then putting you back together in another location with everything exactly how it was, are you still the same person that you were when you got torn apart?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you be?
But you're not.
I feel like
How come?
you would be the same operator in the computer simulation. But I don't know, because I was like thinking about that. That's that with the fly, when he like transfers, and a little bit of the fly gets in with him, and it's all the same. But then he turns into the fly from the Have you seen that, the fly? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So think about.
kill me!
Yeah, no, that's off of was that Family Guy or whatever. Oh, Rick and Morty. Yeah. No, he like invents one, but then it does just a little tiny bit inside of it, and the fly is like fucked up. It's like man, and it like goes away. But it's just enough that slowly he starts changing, and so he's like a freak and shit. And so he ends up having a ton of energy, and he has all this kind of stuff. He can climb and do all kind of crazy shit like a fly, but then slowly turns into one. And that's what I always kind of thought too, because
Spoiler alert from a
Shit.
1990s movie.
probably 70s, 80s. It's freaking Jeff Goldblum, dude.
Oh yeah, Jeff
Fucking-
Goldblum.
Yeah, he's got a cool impression of Jeff Goldblum, dude.
Here's a spoiler
Fuck
alert.
Jeff Goldblum.
Have you guys watched the movie Chappie on Netflix?
Oh no, I want to see that. It reminds me of freaking that show with Johnny Five. You know Johnny Five?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it like Johnny Five?
No,
It looks cool.
I don't know. It's pretty good, though.
it's like
Chippy.
Wall-E, but the evil version.
No.
Evil Wally.
It's a really good movie. But it sucks that you guys didn't freaking watch it, because I wanted to talk about...
Oh, you can spoil alert me, dude.
I can? No, I can't. I
I'll
can't,
act
because it'll
like
ruin the whole thing.
I don't mind.
What?
I say I don't mind.
Oh, yes, you do. You're like, dude, I'm freaking stoned right now. I'm probably not even going to remember a thing.
Dude, what did you say? It's Appy?
Chappie.
Oh, Appy. I like the apps. Just kidding.
God, there's a small table between me and you.
I've seen like the trailer. That's enough, dude. I'll catch the bits and pieces of
Yeah,
me
trailers pretty much.
No,
show
because the
whole
part I
movie.
wanted to
Nowadays,
talk
they
about
are
will kind of
fucked.
ruin the whole thing, ruin the whole movie.
Good.
It's fake. The whole thing's fake. All
Dude,
right?
it's a copy of
It's a
Johnny
freaking
Five.
movie and a movie, okay? Like, when you think
Movie
it's gonna,
Inception.
it's movie Inception. It's actually a guy watching a movie about a movie.
Like at the end, everyone's like, "So I don't get it." They could hear, they can communicate with the robot. They heard the robot. It speaks like a person. Is that like trying to be confused?
And then all of a sudden the camera backs out. It's another person. He's like, God damn, that movie ending sucked. Turns off the TV and walks into the kitchen. The movie ends.
Ooh, that's a good ending for just a movie. I'd love an ending of a movie like that or something like that, where maybe it's the end of a love story, and they're like, and they live happily ever after. Turn weak. Walks off. Hits the light. It's like movie's over. It's like what the fuck?
No, it's like that off of Rick and Morty, the guy selling doors.
Oh yeah, I
He
love
just
that one.
drives home and makes
like, son
himself
of
a
a
sandwich.
bitch.
He's like, "Yep, we're still here. This is still the commercial."
Still making real fake doors or whatever.
Real fake doors. When you need isn't it like he's advertising doors that don't go anywhere or whatever?
Yeah, he's like,
Here's a door.
not gonna
Nope.
move. It's like,
Nope, not gonna open. They're real fake.
I'm surprised that's not a thing. People come in, just like artwork. We hang rugs on the wall. It's like a fucking door. It's a medieval door. Century. You can see where the pikes busted through, and the Mongolians
Pikes.
came in and raped the rest of the village and killed everybody in there and bloodstained the whole town. And it was actually a great travesty and shame. And this is where the bloodline ended. So I decided to hang up their church doors on my wall. It's like, wow, the history. It's so cool.
Did you hear that some
Church doors are hanging up on a wall.
some documentary, dude? I'm gonna butcher this so hard.
We'll do
But
it.
some dude had a bunch of Nazi art and he posted it up into a museum now. Like
Before someone ratted him out.
no,
I know,
you know,
it's like,
they,
guy is Nazi art. Hey, hang
no,
on.
they like donate. He like
It's
donated it or
for
opened
school.
it up in so people could come view it.
Is it like artist drawing?
Yeah, like artist drawings. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Like just from people in the
Well, I can't say nothing because I haven't looked at it. But
in the Reich or whatever, maybe.
yeah.
Because was Hitler an artist? Hitler was an artist,
yeah,
right?
he was.
He drew a
painted
couple
lot.
stick figures, I remember.
He's
Like,
really
this
good
is me.
finger painter.
Because no, I thought that was like one of his things. He wanted to be an artist really bad, and that was like one of the things that like had resented him from it. Or whatever,
Yeah.
like with
Dude, is
Jewish
that what
people.
happens to you when you want to become an artist, but people tell you can't do it? You're like, I will take over the world.
Yeah. 9, 9, 9.
He goes fucking ape shit.
You
Then
either
again,
do
I mean,
or
that goes
drink
back to.
heavily.
I'm sure we've probably talked it on here.
Do
But it
drink
goes-
heavily?
Yeah.
Dude, how long until like would you look at Hitler and be like, oh man, maybe it was crazy. He was fighting for his people, this psychotic dude.
For his people.
And then all of a sudden, pretty soon, you're like, oh wait, so they were trying to expand because they didn't have enough space
Well,
for food.
that could
and
go.
this, and you're
That
like,
could go with anything, though. It could be
Yeah, like Genghis Khan, dude.
Well,
We do that
Santa
shit
Claus.
now.
That's how his origin story started. He used to be an evil guy who'd drop down chimneys and steal kids, but now he brings them presents.
Mm-hmm. So they make more kids, and then he can get more to steal next year.
Yeah.
Oh really? You used to steal kids?
Now, but you can
It
think
sounds
of that,
good,
you know?
huh?
In Russia, it's fucking. There's a
Yeah, wasn't he like Saint Nick or some weird?
no. There's an evil version of Santa Claus that comes gets you.
Isn't he black? No joke. I swear to God.
I think he
swear.
is, but
I
he's like
swear
a
they
he's
have,
like a Bigfoot kind of character. And
they racist him.
and they have every year there's a
They have a
like a
black
championship to make one. Like
Every-
people
no
people
woods
make their own
fucking-
costumes for it, and they look pretty creepy. They just look like it looks like El Chupacabra, but like a 6-foot version.
Dude, I bet they got fucked up shit in Russia already. Anyways, like with the Black Forest and all that shit. I
Well,
believe, like,
what about
Wolverines
Krampus?
and that?
Isn't
Oh,
that
that's it.
Krampus,
That's it.
what
Krampus.
is.
Isn't it German? Krampus?
No, I think it's Russian, isn't it? I'm not
Same
sure.
thing.
Let's
It's
ask our
one of
fact
those
checker.
people over there. Fact checker. Yes.
They're all white. no, I'll give you ass kicker. It's so funny, like that narrative of what is that, nationalism, patriotism. Go look at you, our baby, our new baby. You're born here. Oh, you're Putin. Your name is Putin. Hey, Putin, Putin. Next thing you know, he's like, I'm Putin. Next thing you know, I'm great. I was born here. I'm Putin. It's like, dang, he didn't do any of that. Dude, he just so happened to show up that day, and he was Russian. Because that was the day he was born, on the dirt he happened to be, and they just so happened to be give that name, and it's like people are like, "This is me,"
Wait, what?
with like a baby. So right when you're a baby and you get born,
I was born in the arms of an angel.
and you were born on
Sent down to
Bosnian
heaven.
soil,
Crashed in Bosnia.
and then you came up, and I'm like, "Hey man," or like say if I want to be like one of those jackasses, and I'm born over here on American soil, and then you come over here from
You
Bosnia.
do that. Just never
Then
do
I'm
it
like,
on the record.
"Hey man, I noticed you're over here from your Slavic territories. Go back to your own land." And for no talent or skill or knowledge or anything, for some reason now, like that's like I have a badge of honor.
You do. You were
That's
born in a
crazy.
great
That's
land.
so
dude.
crazy. That's so crazy. It's like I can see someone.
I
be
do
like,
see what you're
I
saying.
fought for 150 years, and I had to save my whole family to do that. It's like, God damn, 150 years. What is this? The Bible? You live for a really long time. Good job. It's like, but you know what I mean? Because it's like,
If they did something to earn a chunk of land and then other people were coming on it and peeing all over it, yeah, I could see that. But if your ass was born there and you didn't do nothing,
well, like nature, like that, like it goes back to that nationalism. Because even how I'll say to you, I'm like, well, I feel like you are more American than I am because I just fucking woke up. I'm like, huh? What's going on? I'm brick. Oh, okay. What's this? This is American dirt. Yay! But like you had that choice where you came in and and I'm over here. Go back to your Slavic soil, man. And you're like, nay, for I wear these boots and hat.
nay.
And I was like, oh man, come on, partner. And you're like, let's roll, man. And the next
Let's
thing you know,
roll.
he's American. It's crazy to think though, but like I find that so funny, where people in the Olympics, oh man, we're whatever the nationality is. It's good to love where you came from, but to slander someone else or maybe hold it against someone or be like, oh, this is my step up because I'm from here or whatever, or it's weird, I'm not gonna take that shit. I'm fucking Irish. Okay, why would you take? I mean, if you're getting treated like shit, and someone's treating you like an asshole, or they're being an asshole to you, it's like, why would you take that, regardless where you're from? It's weird.
I think we're all from the earth, flat side.
No, this is Mother Earth from Mariana's Crack. I mean,
This is Mother Mariana, all right?
just come shooting
all
out like little
going-
turds. Fucking shoots straight in the air, and that's when the storks are flying. And like, catch you in a little basket, and you just float on there, just floating through that highway of Stork Highway, and all the babies are.
And the storks just go randomly, so wherever you get dropped, it's random.
Yeah, it's like to whoever they get tired. It's like, but it sucks because usually
A lot of people don't get caught.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of Gryffindors and stuff up there, dude, and they like freaking
Gryffindors?
Yeah, they come in and scoop up all the babies.
Fucking Harry Potter's just flying around.
Some of the babies they don't make it to shore. Yeah,
Hermione's not that great, but Ronald Weasley, he's.
There's a bunch of Gryffindors up there. They're all on their brims. And Gryffindor gets another one.
Another kill for Gryffindor.
Kill for Gryffindor.
Just imagine that. There's like some National Geographic guy narrating it. And all the little humans as they sprout out of the Marianas Trench and catched into the sack of the pelican. The Gryffindors swoop in and take out heavy amounts of their numbers.
It's like poor sea turtles.
Majority of them kill just for pleasure, not for. It's like scooping up these babies, or you see like Griffin come in, grab two babies by the heads, and kind of flying in by the camera. And it's like,
you're thinking Griffins. We're thinking wizards and witches from the group Gryffindor on their brooms, like hitting the birds, dropping the babies.
How do they get their name, dude?
They're playing
they
Quidditch.
are just like Griffins or Gryffindors.
They're like playing
Peter
Quidditch,
Griffins,
but with birds. Whoever can drop the most birds out of the sky wins. Gryffindor versus what's the other guys?
Which ones? Hufflepuff,
Ravenclaw.
Slytherin. I don't even know half of their groups.
I know they go.
It's like
Yeah, I always use Harry Potter though as my example for
life,
anything.
the Bible.
The Bible. What?
Yeah, dude. Like I'll use the same thing. It's like magic to me. You know, it's like what happened. That's what they say if they would have found Harry Potter first. You know, hear ye, this is Harry Potter. You know, you could use the same things to prove it. Yeah, there's a land of world witchcraft and wizardry.
If you're a good enough person, you go there.
Whatever, you're a fucking muggle. You don't know yet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Once you get your stuff down and you get to the right platform in 3/4, you'll be freaking playing in the stars with Hermione Granger. Dude, you'll be like...
That is a dream of mine.
You'll be riding on your freaking Mario Kart Rainbow Highway with Hermione ringside, freaking Expelliarmus and whatever.
There's going to be a lot of Expelliarmus.
A lot of Expelliarmus.
Like, man, they're wasting all their ammo. What's going on over there?
Trust me, there's an infinite amount of this ammunition.
Probably only a matter of time before that happens. We have all these crossovers. Mario Kart versus Harry Potter. It's like fucking... It's like Harry Potter and stuff.
I don't think Harry Potter's ever going to be in something with Mario.
Why not? Dude,
Ever.
I didn't think that was like Star Wars, but now Disney got Star Wars pretty soon.
Yeah, but they're not putting fucking Winnie the Pooh in Star Wars.
Wait till Kingdom Hearts comes out, bro.
That's true.
That is true.
Fucking
Kingdom Hearts will just smash everybody together.
I love that game too. It was one of my favorite games.
I hated that game.
Best stories.
You can't kill no one with a big ass key, dude.
Yeah,
Get
it's
the
like-
fuck out of here.
Hit him with stars.
Actually, you can.
No.
It's a heavy blown object. It's like a
Yeah, but no.
Harry Potter in the laundry room with a giant key killed Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, that would be actually funny. They're like, look, dude, the teeth match up. It's like,
It's like a perfect mark across his head.
that'd be
Just take the
horrible.
key, put it in there. See? Perfect fit.
They sell those at the 99-cent plus store.
What?
Fucking Kingdom Hearts, like life-size wooden key swords.
For 99 cents.
Not for 99 cents, no.
Why the fuck's it called the 99-cent store?
It's a good question. They don't have anything really in there for 99 cents.
Everything starts at 99 cents and goes up.
I think it's like a bad translation. Because do you see that shit I showed you? Or I sent them on it was on my Instagram of at Chinatown. There's like GME vitamin. It's like, isn't it GMC vitamin? But there's this GME. I was like,
Did it say vitamin or Vietnam?
is it vitamin? Like
Oh my God.
Vietnam or whatever. I was like, oh shit. It's
What,
GME
were they
vitamin.
vitamins?
I don't know. It was closed, but it was like a ripoff of GNC.
They
It was
probably
at the
got some
Chinese store.
good shit in there, man.
Fucking
They probably
penicillin
do
and
got
shit.
some good shit in
Yeah,
there.
like some HGH or something.
That'd be actually. That's what I went for, and they were sold out. So I was like, oh damn.
Dude, remember when we went into that one Chinese store and the lady had like dried fish? Was
No.
it you and me? I went in there with somebody and it was like giant jars.
At that market,
They're like 10-gallon jars.
that market's crazy. If it,
And I went in there and they were like little baby fish, but they were all dried. And there was like fucking 300 types.
Were they oily in there? Or
No,
was it
they were just
dried up?
straight dried. It was like grass,
dried
like dried
bananas?
grass, but they were little fish.
That's weird. Like
And I went in there and I was like, "What's this for?" She's like, "Let me show you in back."
it's
So I
a dry,
went back.
dry snack. It's like,
And she's
down
like,
your
"You
pants."
eat 1 of this, 2 of this, 5 of this, and you have a good time."
honestly, I think that's what it was. But the 99-cent thing was a bad translation. Maybe demand translation over because we ate at the restaurant there and it said they had like pork on it and it said P-O-R-K, pork.
P-O-R-K?
That's how you spell pork.
No, the other way around then. So P-O-R-O-K.
Croak?
Let me see. I got a picture of it.
Where?
It was at the Chinese,
Dude, they're trying, all right? Leave 'em
or
alone.
maybe it's called
Is it at the Chinatown downtown?
not Maple Garden.
Or New
Yeah.
Red Dragon?
No, it's not in the actual one, but it's right by over there. Let me show you. It's in my thingy.
That sounds like something I would be interested
Oh, that's what the food there.
in. Yeah.
No, the Chinese market is like actual Chinatown because everything there.
I like that place. I've been there.
It's like
That's where I found the toilet candies.
oh, that's right. You were sending those photos of it or whatever. Because it's opposite. Everything there is in Chinese, and then the opposite is written in English translation. I think, and I think they just Google it over because that's why I was like,
But Google would know how to spell pork in English.
dude,
So it's just...
why you gotta hate?
Unless that guy who was writing it didn't know how to spell in Chinese first.
Frog.
He's like,
Or they're just really smart. And they're like, well, it's not going to seem really Chinese if we get all the letters right, so let's put an R instead of the O. I think I concur. Per
it-
John Lou.
Make
John
it
Luke.
seem,
John Luke. Okay.
beef and Prague.
Beef and proc.
beef and
He's
proc.
not lying, ladies and gentlemen.
How about you frickin' Google the
beef
word
and
proc?
proc. Let's
Maybe you're the one that's wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
proc
but
is a
no,
vegetable.
but you can see actually right here, and on the number 4 combo, to the side it's salt, pepper, and pork, but they actually spelled it right, so maybe it's just a misprint. But hey, man,
Maybe proc.
don't
is
be
something
playing
else.
games like that when I'm
Google
around,
proc.
or I'll snap.
Google beef and proc. Let's Google beef and proc, and it's probably broccoli. Beef and broccoli.
But they have Halo swords and stuff there too at that store.
For real?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
they have bonsai. They have all kinds of cool stuff over there. They have, I want to say more of a novelty store, more of like badass shit.
Is it cheap?
Fairly. I mean, they have a bunch of like smoking crap there too, you know. So, I mean, normal places you're gonna get like
A lot of lead-based items.
Proven wrong.
Probably.
I just Googled it. First thing comes up. Proc is a type of meat that comes from the lower end of the...
Shut the fuck.
What, dude? I'm just kidding. No,
That'd
it
be
was
cool.
a misprint.
Actually, I'd like to have
Be proven wrong?
or have food from there, or food from random
But
places.
you were scared to buy it from there because they misspelled the word?
No, I got it.
What'd you get?
Well, I went to a Peruvian place too yesterday. I got the beef, I think. But I got beef yesterday at this Peruvian place. It was some guy at my mom's store. He opened up a new restaurant to come over there and stuff. And so like a bunch of people from my mom's store was all coming over there. And she's like, "Hey, you should come over here." And with whatever her
Was
friends
the
from
furry
work.
guy there?
He wasn't because a bunch of those people didn't come because one of the ladies was like, "Hey, what do you serve over there? Horse or something?" And the guy's like, "What? No, what the hell?" And she's like, "Oh, I was just curious." And he's like, "No, what?" He's like, "I said regular food and stuff."
Dang, you got offended?
Who was
Yeah,
that lady?
that's funny.
Let's put her on blast because she's an asshole.
Yeah. All right,
She's
Jeannie
like, oh, you get a
Levine.
Chinese restaurant, you're probably serving some weird-ass meat.
Her name starts with a T and ends with Risa.
Teresa Magoo.
Mother Teresa, that son of a bitch, has at it again.
Not
She's-
really. It's actually got a common last name, but we won't go there. It's like they're just totally naming people like. But
Common last name is yours?
close, but not as well. More probably even it is even more common than my last name.
Smith. Got it.
Teresa Smith.
It's like this Carlsberg is really good beer.
Dude, what a piece of shit. So more people would have showed up unless if
I don't know. He's been having a grand opening for 4 weeks. My mom.
That's a fucking grand opening.
That's what I said.
what. Oh man, they got fireworks every night.
Because she's like, it's for the grand.
amazing.
They had a
There's
live
clams.
band and shit. Because they're like
they've had a live band for 4 weeks.
Can we stop playing
every
now?
like Sunday. They do like a buffet or whatever, but they hadn't been doing a buffet, so they've been doing meals for the grand opening. That's what I said too, because my mom was like, "It's the grand opening." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Is it going to be pretty packed?" She's like, "I don't know. I mean, it's been open for like 4 weeks, and so people from our store have been going on and off." And I was like, "Oh,
That's what they're doing for my company party this year. There's going to be a all-you-can-eat buffet.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna
at
be,
like chow time, or is it in fucking?
no, they're gonna have somebody catering it, but it's gonna be all you can eat.
Oh, is it at work? At your work?
No, it's gonna be down here in West Valley somewhere on 31st. It's gonna be like in a building, and people are gonna be catering. They said it was gonna be like chicken and beef. And
No
you can-
proc?
No proc. No proc. You want a pork with your beef and chicken?
No proc. Are they gonna at least give you gifts?
I hope so. I'm probably gonna get fucking screwed like I've been screwed for the last 4 years.
Here's a PS4. Oh,
Dude.
I win it. Sorry,
One year
everyone.
I got a $25 gift card to like Bed Bath & Beyond. The year before that, I got nothing.
Didn't you get like like some weird like? No, you got a fireplace. Or
I got a
something.
fireplace one year. A
Yeah,
shitty.
Like it was like a metal bowl. You can have like a standing fire pit outside.
Oh,
It was.
I
Weird.
thought it was going to be one of those cool Amish ones.
No.
Didn't you? Did you take it, or did you like totally give it to my mom?
No,
Because
somebody.
like there was one over there. I was like,
And was
ripping a
like,
bunch
no,
of shit
someone
out from.
stole it. Your mom has it?
I'm like, yeah, somebody did steal it, dude.
Because it was funny.
No.
We were throwing a bunch of shit away, and I was like digging through all this stuff, and there was like that, and I'm like, this thing's pretty good still. And that was one of the first things I thought about was when you got that. I'm like, I thought Admiral wanted
Mine
this
went
thing.
missing, to be honest with you. And I think Denny was using it in the backyard, but I don't know what happened to it.
My mom was out back just fucking smoking a cigarette, sitting on a fire pit.
She's like, damn, you won't believe what people leave in their freaking backyards.
Yeah, it's like you
will
don't
not
believe what they have hidden under stuff, and be like, please don't take, strap down, tie with the chain. It's just crazy. Snap all this stuff.
She's like, Brick, you want to know my favorite tool? It was these right here, chain cutters.
Yeah.
Favorite. They can get through anything. Even a sapling. They can get through a sapling.
They make me feel so strong. A bolt cutter, I'm just like, "Mwah," and then just like a master lock. More like just soft lock.
Dude, you ever...
Like cutting through butter.
You've been an electrician. You ever use those, the PVC pipe cutters?
Oh, yeah.
They have like a big old blade on one side and like a blunt end on the other. So I had a bunch of saplings growing along the side of the fence, and they were like tearing up the fence. And I didn't have anything to cut them, so I took one of those PVC cutters. Dude, that was go through the saplings like butter, man. I was just like, whoa, that was pretty easy. Then I go to the little bit bigger one, and I had to like work it a little bit, but it went through it, and I was just like, damn, made my life a lot easier. I was going to use my freaking 12 gauge,
It's like,
but then I found that. It's like, what's going on out there? Cutting saplings, you son of a bitch, mind your own business.
Get your face back in that house.
depending on how thick that sapling is, I bet you could cut it in like a fucking shot, dude. Probably like
Oh, yeah, with a
it's like
slug.
the size of like a can. Oh, even if you got like a good bird, like something pretty close. Like,
Buckshot?
Yeah, just dude, it'd be like at least it'd probably be like rip out part of it and maybe tip over on this first one.
Maybe
the
for
second
us,
one.
but for 3-Pete over here, I mean,
Triple shot. Shotgun, I
picks
can,
out there, boom,
dude,
boom.
shotguns are good because instead of shooting just one bullet, there's like 30 little bullets. That come
I think
flying
it's
out.
more than that. There's like 180 bullets.
Unless you get like buckshot or whatever, isn't like 8 or how
Yeah.
much in there?
But
Big
that,
ass
those
marble,
are
dude.
marbles. So you just use a slug, dude. Slug will invert anything, inside out.
Or I'll let you
Watermelons,
borrow my minigun.
dude. When are pumpkins going on sale?
Probably right now would be the time to get them.
We should go next weekend. Go shoot and get a bunch of pumpkins. That'd be fun.
We'll be gone next weekend.
Where are we going? Where we can't get pumpkins and shoot? It's America.
Oregon.
Are we not allowed to have guns in Oregon?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That seems like a gay place to go then.
green
And by gay, I mean
state.
fun and awesome, like the old school word.
You never know. California, all my guns are illegal in California. Well, unless I put my choke in my shotgun or something, but like you can't have them.
Unless you cut your extended mag in half.
Yeah,
That's true.
I have to extend my barrel. Fucking.
Did you guys
glue
know
back
Big
on my
Five
stock.
only sells things that are legal in California?
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But they're in Utah.
Yeah,
but they have to abide by California law. So I went into Big Five and I wanted to buy a magazine. I was like, look, I'm looking for a high capacity magazine, 30 rounds.
That's your first problem. You went into Big Five.
Yeah.
to
I was
buy
in
a
there.
fucking magazine.
Look, this was when there was a freaking scare. Now everything was sold out. So I was like, look,
I need some
I need something high caliber. The guy's like, I got exactly what you need. I was like, you got a banana mag for me? Exactly. Yep. He brings me one out. He's like, I've only got one. I'm like, that's fine. That's all I'm looking for. He goes, but it's clear. So you could see inside of it. I'm like, that's fine. That'd be kind of cool. He gives it to me. It was for my Ruger 1022. It looked like a banana mag, but it was only
It
like a
smelled
10
like a
round
banana mag.
It was a 10 round
Yes,
mag.
it tasted
with
like banana
an
mag.
extra banana mag glued to it, basically.
Oh,
Just
God.
nothing can go in there.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, that's a banana mag. I'm like, you're retarded. And by retarded, I mean you're dumb. And by dumb, I mean you're offended me right now. And he goes,
Can't count.
excuse me, sir. I'm like, I asked you for a banana mag, not a wannabe banana mag. He's like, well, these are only legal in California, so that's what we're allowed to sell. I'm like, you're in fucking Utah. Like 2 states over. Still got
And
to
then he
abide by
tells you, well,
California
there's your
laws.
first problem. You came into fucking Big Five.
I went everywhere
When
else.
you're here, you're in California.
I went everywhere else, dude, first. I went to Cabela's. I went to Sportsman's.
Should have known you were in the wrong spot when they were selling surfboards inside of Big Five. You're like,
You could use a surfboard in Utah.
yeah, sure you can.
You want to use some duct tape, though. Duct tape your feet to it.
Duct
and when you
tape.
go down the mountain,
Duct
you
tape
got a
your
wide
fucking-
snowboard.
Your skateboard underneath it.
Dude, that'd be crazy. It's digging in those fins in the back. Like surfing USA.
You're like, it only sucks for the first 5 minutes. And then once they're completely grounded away, it's good.
Dude, it is like
need a
you
little
fall off of it, you lose it, so it just goes sliding down the hill like a rocket because it's not strapped to your feet.
But it is strapped to your feet because you tie a snowboard to your leg.
Oh, you tie. Oh, that.
So it drags you all the way down.
I just imagined it like just going down the hill. You wouldn't see it, a little kid sitting up there waiting. Where's my dad at? There's just this white thing coming down, white snow, and you just see maybe a little shining thing. This is the metal tip of the nose. What's that little fucking white? Dude, it'd be like a spear. Fucking down the hill, a little kid be sitting there, but
Why is it always got to be a little kid with you? Why can't it be just a full-grown man at the end of his life walks right past it?
it doesn't hold the
Nails
same
little
volume.
kid.
See, it doesn't hold the same volume because then you're like, yeah, fuck that old guy.
Yeah, you want people to connect
With
with
a
you.
child, you're like, there's so much life. Why? Why?
And your yelling causes an avalanche.
Yeah, it's like, that's why. 'Cause God says play games. It's like,
Because God says play games.
God says stay at home and play video games.
There's only one way of not dying early.
yeah, it's called up, down, XP, left, right. It's like, teleport out of there. Everyone's like,
The avalanche just destroys everybody else.
because you don't have your safety uniform. Because I watched a video of because they make those, airbags that push somebody out when they go down an avalanche. I seen a video of a guy that was scuba diving and he went down in the current, pulled him away, and when he came up, the boat had left, and so he had one of those open water things, and he's sitting there with his GoPro, and he happened to have a suit that had a little thing that shot up, and it was like sitting there, and it was kind of like look like a orange, one of those little single orange road cones. And he's just sitting there and floating in the water, and the fucking helicopter ended up spotting him. I'm like, what if you didn't have that fucking little suit? No, it's just like, there's the plane. It's like, night. Why can't they see me? It's just like, even when you're in the water,
I
you
think I'm
can't
going to shoot
flip
my
your
flare
arms
at the
up,
helicopter. There's 4 other guys in the water with you. Well, here we are.
At least I'm not lonely.
It's like, zoom, zoom, zoom.
How's your day going?
Yeah, everyone get close to the fire. We'll stay warm this way. I've realized as I'm out here at sea, I've learned a trick or two. It's like, next thing you know, there's like living life. That'd be the worst case scenario. Then next thing you know, they're like going back underwater a little bit and getting more accustomed to it. They grow fins, start going back down into the Marianas Trench.
Become mermaids.
And then they discover
Mermans.
Atlantis. And it was never lost. And it actually just kind of goes into a cave. And it's like, bloop, and it pops up underneath an area of the land, but it's like a little pocket where there's like regular air. So it's like an underground
And they have
cavern.
glowing crystals in there that create sunlight.
And there's like little ones jumping around. They're like, welcome down to Fraggle Rock. Or how's it go?
So there's mermaids and then there's mermans. Shouldn't it be merwoman?
Well, if they have maids, shouldn't they also have butlers? Mer butlers?
If we had mer women, then how or who is going to be our mermaids?
What the...
We need maids. No, just kidding. Oh, and on this sexist note,
Anyways, yeah.
Well, no
Right to
retract-
Disney. Let's get that changed. Little Mermaid to Little Girl Maid.
Little
Or
girl.
Yeah,
Little,
try being
little
PC.
mer
Little-
girl or something.
The little mer girl that could.
I don't know.
The little mer girl that could.
I don't know. Let's get that changed. Come on, people. Let's be PC out there.
Yeah.
Public catering. Right?
Yeah. Public, or cater to the public's needs when they say. And that's like the opposite. That's that shit that the PC people have been doing, if you think about it, when they're like, have you seen that thing where they had the demonstration of, I think maybe it was like Black Lives Matter or some demonstration.
Black Hawks Matter?
And they were yelling at...
Black Hawk down, Black
it was
Hawk down.
somebody at his school, or he was like a teacher or something, and they were like talking about the narrative. They're like, this is how it works. We speak, you listen, you don't talk or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You get told this or whatever, and you're just like, okay.
Crazy motherfuckers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta avoid that. We don't want that. We want to be PC.
Everybody's got to love each other. Okay, this is going to be my last note for the day. If whoever's standing to your left, to your right, wherever you listen to this, I want you to reach out. I want to give them a hug, no matter who it is, and just tell them you love them. Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Is it the guy at the bank? Is it the guy in the grocery store? You just tell them you love them. You love everybody. Everybody loves you.
I like that. And then
Don't
hold
do
on to
that.
them for just a few seconds, and then when they look at you and be like, why are you
want to
hugging
make
me?
eye contact.
You just look at them, eye contact, and be like, why are you hugging me? And then you can just tell to them, be like, if you want to help support the podcast, just go ahead and buy a Lost Minds t-shirt, or go ahead and click on the Amazon link, and you can buy anything you want through the Amazon link, and it'll help support the pod. And then just let go of them and walk away.
Just do it.
That's it.